Hi, this is Deborah Weaver, and today we're going to be sketching a wide V cap sleeve tee with a shirt tail. We're going to start with our artboard, standard size, 8.5 by 11 portrait, with our grid view open so we can see everything, and our croquis placed in the background. You always want to make sure that it's a lock layer, so as you begin, you can start putting the layers on top. And we're going to start with the V neckline that is from the Fashion Sketch set, the deep V. The first thing that we want to do is we want to go in and break the layers and just ungroup it so that we can go in and get rid of the elements that we don't want, which we don't want this entire shoulder seam. We do want to keep the shoulder forward though. And then we would go ahead and do the same with the back. We're going to go ahead and add in the shirt tail body that I also selected from the Fashion Sketch set. Again, you just want to go in and see whether it's grouped or not and ungroup the things that you don't want. We don't need an armhole stitch, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that part. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my hem color is black. And then I just want to duplicate that stitch up like a double needle, because on a knit I'm going to have a 2-needle bottom cover stitch for the hemline. So let's just go ahead and grab that whole line there and then duplicate it up so we have what looks like a 2-needle bottom cover here now. We just want to double check that we don't have stitches floating outside of the garment. Just nudge those back in. Okay, so there's the basic outline of the shirt. Now we just again wanted to make sure that everything was ungrouped, so our bottom green line here is now not grouped. This is fine, so we're going to go ahead and grab that, our bottom. I don't really need those extra lines on the shirt element because I already have it at the back. So I'm going to go ahead and grab again the body with the hemline, and then this part of the shape of the neck. I'm going to have to zoom in to grab it because it's this one that I want. So here's my shapes that I have, just to make sure that I've grabbed everything that I need. I'm just go ahead and duplicate it and bring it over to the other side. I can see that it grabbed the V-neck stitch as opposed to the solid line, so I'm going to take that back out and grab the line that I really wanted, which was this one. So once I bring this over, I just want to make sure that when I match it up with the top, that it's even and that it's touching the top line. Okay, so that looks pretty even. So we can go ahead now and just grab this all these pieces together and shape build. That's a Shift M, and there is our front shape. You can go ahead and fill it with white, give it a fill. And then get rid of these pieces up here that we don't need. Okay, so now that we have the full body shape, we can go ahead and get rid of these other pieces and drop our shape in the back. So there is our front. Body. So we can easily make the back from the front, but let's go ahead and bring in our sleeve. So here's the sleeve that I grabbed again from the Fashion Sketch set. And let's just move the body up a tad to be closer to where the sleeve was. From the Fashion Sketch set, it just was not including the armhole line here. So you're going to grab the sketch and bring it over and then ungroup it so that the hem stitches are not grouped with the outline of the sleeve. Duplicate the armhole seam right here by just clicking on it once and then Control C, Control V, putting it into place, making sure the lines are overlapping. When we look close, we can see that the seam needs to be joined right here, so you can go ahead and add an extra little piece. Grab all the pieces together here with your direct select, and then shape build, Shift M, and you can see that it's now created a shape. You bring it back over, put it underneath your double needle stitch, and then mirror it to the other side. easiest way to get to the back, to make the back now that we've already got the front shape built, is to copy the shape and bring it over to the back. Let's go ahead, since we already have that shape built, we can get rid of the piece that we dropped from the fashion sketch set in the back, everything except for the neckline. Our sleeves are already over here, so we can go ahead and put our shape in place. That's a replica of the front, because our silhouette should always be the same overall on the front and the back. We can see that I haven't placed it in the right position. I need to move it up here to match up with the neckline. And then, since the easiest way to do it is just going to be to grab it here, we could shape build it with this. Shift M. You can see that it didn't quite do it. So I'm going to get rid of that extra piece right here that it made. Oops. This line right here. And there you have the back. We can just go ahead and bring the hem stitch over from the front. The sleeves were already duplicated. Make sure that we have both. Group it, bring it over. And there the last step would be to duplicate this back piece and drop it to the back. You can see that it didn't quite make the shape that we needed, so let's go ahead and add that back in real quick. You can check that it's even when we place it back behind here. And then we just want to make sure that we send that layer to the back so that we can make it a lighter shade of the front. And here we're just going to zoom in and double check where the anchor was placed, which is not in the middle. Move it to the middle and go ahead and even out our anchor point so that it's matching with what was already there. And there you go. Now it's ready to have it fills or swatches put in it, or a color. That's it. Thank you.